everyone, welcome to our channel of Nagesh Karasgi Orchid School. My name is Kajal Kulkarni and I am going to teach you all grade 5 SST. In our last episode, we had seen about chapter number 6, Saudi Arabia. So today we will just take a short recap of the lesson. Okay, so Saudi Arabia is the large country which is situated in the Arabian Peninsula. Now what do you mean by a peninsula? A peninsula means it is surrounded three sides with water and the land is jutting out of the sea and it is surrounded from three sides by water. Okay, so Saudi Arabia is the large country which is situated in the Arabian Peninsula. Now the Arabian Peninsula is the largest peninsula in the world and we can see in the map here. Yes, can you see that this Saudi Arabia here, it is three sides here, Red Sea, here we can see Persian Gulf, Arabian Sea, right? Arabian Sea is till south. Okay, this is north, south, east, this is east and west. So Saudi Arabia is the peninsula, it is in Arabian Peninsula and three sides it is surrounded by water. So the Red Sea we can see on the west side of the country. Can you see the Red Sea here? So this is near the west coast of Saudi Arabia. To the east is the Persian Gulf. Can you see here the water body Persian Gulf? So to the east we have Persian Gulf. Now what is the capital of Saudi Arabia? Yes, the capital of Saudi Arabia is Riyadh. So we had seen all this. Now the next part we will see is the land of Saudi Arabia. Now Saudi Arabia, it is the land of hot sands, right? So hot sands means what? Yes, correct. It is the desert area. It is all covered by sand. Can you see this here? These sand dunes, it is all covered by sand. So now how these sand dunes are formed? We had seen that when the wind blows, what happens? When the wind is blowing, the dust particles are carried along with the wind and it settles down on the rock which is coming in front of the wind. What obstacle comes in between? So the wind, what happens? The dust particle starts settling on that stones, and what happens? It starts collecting, and then a small hill type or a small dune type is formed. Right? Can you see this curves here? See how these dunes are formed. This way the sand dunes are formed. Now what happens? This sand dunes, when it reaches to a height, the sand, it starts falling down. See, sand is very smooth it is. So when it is very free flowing. So what happens? To some extent, it becomes a hip and then it starts falling down. So what happens when this sand starts falling off? The wind, when it is continuously blowing, this sand particle again moves towards the next position and it starts forming the dune again. So in this way the sand dunes keep on moving from one place to another. So most of Saudi Arabia is high rocky plateau covered by a vast desert. The desert is covered with small hills called sand dunes. Strong winds and dust storms keep blowing and shifting the sand dunes from one place to another. There are no lakes or rivers in this land, but at some places in the desert, underground water comes to the surface, forming fertile areas called oases. Now, what do you mean by oasis? This is the picture of oasis. Now, in desert, the desert area is totally covered with sand. Okay, so where the water comes out from the ground, the natural fertile water, means it comes from the ground, so that part is called oasis. Oasis is a type, means it is like a pond, a small water body. So we can't see rivers or lakes in the desert, but we find oasis. So now oasis, this is the image of oasis, and this is the largest oasis in Saudi Arabia. Which is that oasis? Al-Hasa. Now I had explained you all in your last episode that oasis, the spelling of oasis here is O-A-S-I-S. So this is the singular form of oasis, whereas the spelling here O-A-S-E-S is the plural form of oasis. Okay, now we will see about the climate. Okay, so I will show the again the map, so it will be very clear. Okay, can you see this? Which latitude is passing through the Saudi Arabia? Yes, can you see here? Tropic of Cancer. As the Tropic of Cancer is passing through the middle, see, it is exactly in the middle of Saudi Arabia here, right? So because of this, the climate of Saudi Arabia is always very hot and dry. So this country receives very little rainfall. Why it receives very little rainfall? Because this area here is lying in which zone? Yes, it is lying in torrid zone. Here we have equator and then the latitude Tropic of Cancer. As it passes through Saudi Arabia, in middle the portion which is towards the north is lying in which zone? Yes, it is lying in tropical zone. So the area which is below the Tropic of Cancer is this is the temperate zone. Okay, so here the atmosphere or the climate is not similar to what they are facing in the south part of the Saudi Arabia. As it is in the torrid zone, the climate here is very hot and dry. So what happens? Throughout the year there is always sun, and this area is very hot. And what now? The days, it is very hot during days, and during night the nights are very cool. Now why is it so? It is because the sand gets very hot, gets hot very fast, and even at night when the sun sets, the sand starts cooling very fast. So what happens? The nights are cool and the days are very hot. And in winters, the area in the Saudi Arabia towards south, they are very cold. Okay, now we will talk about the vegetation and agriculture. Okay, now since it is in the desert area, will any plant grow there? No, most of the plants which doesn't require a lot of water, such plants grow in the desert region. If you can find cactus, you can find the plants which are having thorns on it, which has water content in it, like aloe vera we can say, such kind of plants are grown in Saudi Arabia. And the date palms means which khajur I told you all, we eat that khajur. So those trees are mostly found near the oasis. They are not grown in the sandy areas, they are mostly or always they are found where there are oases. This oasis towards means near the oasis you will find the trees of date palms. And also in some region like they are grown wheat and barley. Means this is also grown near the oasis. The wheat and barley plants are also grown near oasis. Very few plants can grow in a desert. In a desert climate, cacti and some short shrubs which can withstand the hot and dry conditions can be seen growing in the desert regions of Saudi Arabia. Date palms and some crops such as wheat and barley are grown in the oasis. Okay, so we had done till here, right? This is the drilling of petroleum in Saudi Arabia. As I had explained that, see, being a very barren land means nothing is grown there. It is a land which we can't grow anything, and nothing, no food items are found there. But still, this country is known to be a richest country. Why? Because there are petroleum wells found in Saudi Arabia. Can you see in this picture that this machine, it is showing the drilling, means underground they are drilling the ground deep down, and what is found from there? Yes, petroleum. So the natural resource, because of the natural resource, Saudi Arabia is very rich country. We will see now the people of Saudi Arabia. Yes, the people of Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is a very rich country. This is because of the vast deposits of petroleum in the country. The money earned by selling petroleum to other countries has been used to build modern cities such as Riyadh and Jeddah. The people have modern facilities and the standard of living is quite high. A large number of Indians work in Saudi Arabia. Now, in my last session, I had explained you all that many nomads were found in Saudi Arabia. Earlier, the people were not having sufficient facilities or sufficient means to survive in that place. So people, what they used to do, they used to live for few days in that area, and then they used to again go back for some other place in search of food. So the people who keep on traveling from one place to another, they are called as nomads. But now at present in Saudi Arabia, people, you will find very few nomads. Nomads means like Banjaras. Okay, so very few nomads are found in Saudi Arabia, and most of them are the people who are living in Saudi Arabia. They are very rich there. And why they are rich? Because there is the production of petroleum. A vast deposit of petroleum is found in Saudi Arabia. So whatever revenue, whatever money they collect, now this petroleum, what is removed from the underground, means what they are getting from the natural resource, that is being sold all over the world. So whatever money they are earning from that, what are they doing? They are using that money, or they are utilizing that money for the development of the city, okay, for the country's development. Now whatever they are getting income is coming, that money is used to develop the cities and make it more advanced. So in this way, whatever they are getting, they are using that money to build modern cities like Riyadh and Jeddah. Now do you know what is the capital of Saudi Arabia? Yes, Riyadh. So Riyadh and Jeddah are the cities where the money is utilized to develop the city. Then the people have modern facilities, means now they are using, they are roaming in AC cars, they are having nice duplex houses or own bungalows, and everywhere you will find AC there. So it is said that they are always, because it is hot, they always remain in air conditioned climate, means wherever there is AC, means they put AC everywhere. So this country has turned so rich now that the people living there, their standard of living has improved a lot and it is very high. And few Indians are also found there in Saudi Arabia. Why do they go to Saudi Arabia? Yes, for the sake of earning. People are living in Saudi Arabia. A large number of Indians are working in Saudi Arabia. Why? Just for the sake of earning. Then, though the city are modern, see, the cities have turned so modern. Everything you will find very big malls there, many facilities there, new technologies there, but still the people of Saudi Arabia are still following the tradition. Like if we say that we have found now nice jeans, new costumes, new tradition, new trend has come and we start following those trends. But people in Saudi Arabia, even though they are having a very quite high standard of living, but still they don't follow the new trend. They keep on following their old tradition. Now what is that? See, the ladies here, can you see here in this image, the ladies, can you see? Only the eyes are visible. Yes, and the whole body is covered. So what is this? They have worn, this is called as abaya. What it is called? Abaya. We in India we call it as burqa, but in Saudi Arabia it is known as abaya. So the country is ruled by the king. When they go out, means the women, if they go out from their house, they come out from their house, they wear this kind of clothes. They can't come out without wearing this abaya. So this costume or this dress is called as abaya. Okay. Then only you can see here that the eyes are open. Rest all they have to cover. Now we will see about the men. Most men and boys wear the traditional loose fitting white robes called thobe. I will show the image of that. Okay. Can you see this? This is what the tradition dress of Saudi Arabia. The men wearing thobes. What is this called as? Thobe. Means it is a white kurta style which is very loose and they wear this cloth on their head covered with a ring. Can you see this ring here? This is a cotton cloth ring. Okay. Now why do they wear this? See, because there is always, you will find there is sand, and due to that when the wind blows, what happens? The sand particles keep on traveling in the wind. So this helps the people of the Saudi Arabia to protect themselves from those sand particles. Can you see they are covering their mouth also, right? So why is this so? Because it helps them to protect their body from the wind and the sand particles which is traveling in the wind. Now most men and boys wear the traditional loose fitting white robes called thobe. Thobe. This is known as thobe. The gents, what they wear, the costumes what they are wearing, this is known as thobe. And what the women are wearing, they are known as abaya. Okay. Their heads are covered with a white cloth held in place by a ring. See this white cloth, you can see here, this is more clear. So this cloth, to keep it in place, they wear a ring. This is a cotton cloth ring they wear, just because when the wind blows, the cloth should not means it should not come out. So they wear this ring on their head. Traditionally, the people of Saudi Arabia were nomads moving from place to place. See, earlier as I told you all that people were not having those facilities. So they were moving from one place to another just for the sake of their animals and just for the sake to find foods for themselves. Okay. So even today there are few nomads found in Saudi Arabia, and these nomads are called as Bedouins. What are they known as? Bedouins. Means what we here in India we call Banjaras. The same way these are Bedouins. Okay. So see the Bedouin family inside their tent. Now why do they travel from one place to another? Just for the sake of finding food for their animals and for themselves. Even today many people follow this lifestyle. They are called Bedouins. Their main occupation is rearing cattle. They move from place to place in search of pasture for their flocks of goats, sheep and camel. Now what do you mean by pastures? Pastures means a grassland, a land which is covered with grass. It is all grass there, and they leave their cattle like goats, sheep, camel, everyone, they leave it in that open ground just for the sake of, means they can have their, this is what pasture it is called, to graze there, okay, to have their grass, green grass. Now they live in a tent made of animal skin. I had shown the picture of the tent. That tent, it is made from the animal skin. And how do they survive then? So what do? They sell animals and their products at marketplaces and buy food, grains, dates and other things. Now what is this? What do? They mostly like barter system. What is barter system now? In that a person, if I am having a goat and I want to sell the goat, so what I will do? I will go to a person who wants a goat. So he will take that goat and instead of that money, he will give me some grains or whatever is my requirement, whatever I want. If I want from that person, maybe he is having a horse or camel. So I don't want a goat, I want a camel now. So what I will do? I will give that goat and instead of the goat, I will take camel. I am not taking money. So that is called barter exchange. So what the people there, they used to do? They used to sell those animals and the animal products. Animal products means what now? In that you may say milk or it may be the meat of the animals. Okay. So they used to sell those things and from the village they used to buy for themselves grains, dates and some other things. The lifestyle of Bedouins is also changing now. More and more of them are beginning to settle down in one place and use jeeps and cars for moving around. Now people, the Bedouins which are called as nomads, so even their lifestyle is changing. How they are changing? Their lifestyle is changing because the government there is trying to improve the facilities of the people there. So what they are doing now? They are also settling down in a fixed place, and now they also travel from, instead of using the animals, they are using jeeps and cars to move in the desert regions. Okay, so this was all about the people living in Saudi Arabia. Now we will see about the industries found in Saudi Arabia. Okay, you will find, see Saudi Arabia, as the petroleum is the main, income source. Most of the money is coming from the selling of petroleum. So they are using this money and they are also forming few good industries. Now what industries they are having? Iron and steel, cement and fertilizers. These industries are coming up in Saudi Arabia. Several several large industries have been set up in Saudi Arabia using the money earned by selling petroleum. Some of these are petroleum refining, iron and steel, cement and fertilizers. This has further increased the wealth and prosperity of the people. See, petroleum refining means whatever they are getting from the nature, from digging deep down. That is not the pure petroleum. So what they are having now? Industries where the petroleum is refined. Okay. So this has increased the wealth and prosperity of the people living in Saudi Arabia. Now, which are the religions found in Saudi Arabia? The religious importance of Saudi Arabia. You will find in Saudi Arabia only the most Islam is found there. See, the religion Islam was found in Saudi Arabia by Prophet Muhammad. Millions of Muslims from all over the world come to Mecca, the most important pilgrim center of the Muslims. Medina is another important religious center here. Now, in Saudi Arabia, you will find which religion is found there? Islam. Islam is found in Saudi Arabia. And who found? Prophet Muhammad. So, the millions of Muslims, they come, and this is the pilgrim place. Pilgrim place means what? Where the people go to worship their God. So, which place is there? Mecca and Medina. So, this is their religious center where the people, millions of Muslim people all over the world come and do the pilgrim. Okay. Then Saudi Arabia is an excellent example of a hot and barren desert being changed into a rich and prosperous land. The government of Saudi Arabia has used the natural resources found in the country very intelligently to benefit the people. Okay, see now here I have already explained this, that the government of Saudi Arabia has utilized the whatever natural resources are found there, and they have utilized in such a way that the country has made a lot of money and it has a wealthy country. Okay, so very intelligently they have used those natural resources, and the people of the Saudi Arabia have benefited from all these resources or whatever revenue they are getting from the selling of the petroleum. Okay, so here we have completed this lesson, and now we will just go through the exercise A and B. Okay, exercise A is true or false. I will write the answers here. Okay, exercise A, first one, write true for T and F for false. Saudi Arabia has a temperate climate, as most of it lies in the temperate zone. Does Saudi Arabia has temperate climate? No, I said which it is in torrid region. So, it has a very hot climate. So, the first answer is false. Most people in Saudi Arabia are nomads. Are today nomads found in Saudi Arabia? No, even the standard of living is increasing. So, the answer is false. Nights in Saudi Arabia are hot. Are the nights very hot in Saudi Arabia? No, they are cool. So, what is the answer? It is false. Very good. Next one. Sand dunes are hills of sand that remain fixed in their places. Are they remaining fixed in one place? No, they keep on moving. Yes. So, this is also false. What it is saying, that it is it is fixed at one place. But it is not fixed. It keeps on moving. Then, in an oasis, underground water comes up to the surface. Correct. So, oasis, underground water comes up to the surface. It is true. The main income of Saudi Arabia comes from petroleum. Is it false or true? Very good, it is true. Saudi Arabia has a very modern society. Does Saudi Arabia have a modern society? Yes, they do have modern society, but now they all are following, means they are traditionally only. So this answer will be false. They follow still they follow their traditions. Okay, give one word. I will just read and tell you the answers. The capital of Saudi Arabia is, very good, Riyadh. Hills of sand that keep shifting because of strong winds, what are they called? Sand dunes. Nomads of Saudi Arabia, very good, Bedouins. The most important pilgrim center of the Muslim is Mecca and Medina. The main natural resource of Saudi Arabia, very good, petroleum. So now you read this chapter at home and solve the multiple choice question. Okay, till then, thank you.